So Snowball came in like very, very excited, like had a very big personality, very playful. Would show me that she would play pranks and like jump out and scare you.
Oh yeah, she
Um,
loved that.
she loved that.
Yeah, she did.
She was and she was just like she's like I made my human laugh, but also loved to like jump out and scare her. And she was also yeah, so she was also showing me that she would sprawl out on your bed so much that she would push you over and like basically like the whole bed was hers.
Yeah, whenever I would lay down, she would go right in between my legs and she would not let me move my legs. She would just like be laying there and she'd be like, "We're not moving."
Yeah, I understand that. I my cat did that as well. Like she would sleep in like this little nook or whatever, and I totally understand that. She was also showing me like sometimes she would put like paws on your mouth, like so if she was like sitting there, she would kind of be like, shh, like something like where she'd be like this, and I don't know what that means, but I was like maybe like you would know more about that, where she would just be like, shh.
Yeah, whenever when we were laying on the couch, she would like lay with her arms out and it would be like kind of resting on my chin. And I actually have a few pictures of her doing that.
Oh, oh, I love that. Again, she said she loved to make like your human laugh. And she was also showing me like some crazy jumps and some moves, almost like dancing, like where she would like spin up and twirl. I don't know what that was about, but she was just like, I like to do like random things. And it was like almost to me, it looked like dancing, like where she's like, I would just do random things and it made my human laugh. And you're like, look at me like you silly kitty.
Aww.
And what she did show me, and I'm not sure if this was like maybe if you held her a lot, but from her point of view, I literally saw your face, and then she slowly closed her eyes, and it was like very, very peaceful, and was
Oh,
felt extremely content. Uh,
that yeah. She had some behavioral issues, so she would, especially with our other cat, she would always be really grumpy. But whenever I would be laying on the couch, I'd be like, "Come here, Snowball," and then she would always just lay on me. And I felt like that was kind of the only time where she was like calm and happy.
got it. I don't know why I was shown like white balloons, but sometimes when I'm shown white balloons or they come in, there may be some type of anniversary that's coming up, or like a special day. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but I always like to mention it to people.
Okay. I
So,
do have an anniversary coming up in March, so maybe
oh,
that next with
okay. An anniversary of like for you?
for me and my boyfriend dating. We'll be dating for 5 years.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's yeah, so she was showing me like anniversary like again it was like the balloon, so I'm like I feel like that there's an anniversary coming up. So that is absolutely it.
Mm-hmm.
She was showing me definitely a lot of face rubs. Liked and she was showing she liked your glasses and liked to rub on your glasses a lot.
Aww.
And she was just like really she's like yeah, like especially like the glasses because she's like it got like right in there, and she was like like right she would hit the spot. Like I feel like especially like the one that you sent me, she was very much posed, and I feel like a lot of her pictures were like that where she would just like look at the camera and be like,
Yes. Yes, I have so many pictures of her. I was always taking pictures of her, and she's
okay, all right.
beautiful in them.
It's just like, oh, like this is like a little like sass. She goes, I know I'm pretty. So I got a little nauseous um when I was tapping into her. I was feeling very, very nauseous. Not as nauseous as when I typically feel like cancer in people, or pets.
Okay. Well, so Snowball was an inside outside cat, and when she passed outside, and
Okay.
I wasn't sure what it was from, and I've been assuming it was because she ate something while she was outside.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
my main thought.
Okay.
So I have to do.
Understood, understood. Yeah, because I felt very, very nauseous, and it was just kind of like, this doesn't feel good, and there is something like here. So,
Yeah.
um, we can tap in and figure out, like if that was in fact like the case or whatnot. Um, as far as like me, like tapping into her and, like making sure that that like I have a connection. Do you feel that everything that I've said is true for her?
Yes, I do.
Okay, fabulous. So I'm going to continue to tap into her like I did, like before, like when I was meditating. And if you do have questions for her, let me know. I can, like I can have it that way where I'll ask the questions and in that way, or I can just come up with whatever she wants to tell you, whatever comes through.
Okay, sounds good.
She really liked the fact that she was an indoor outdoor cat. She liked the freedom of going in and out. And she's like, I had like my little adventures. Feel like she's like there was one particular neighbor that would like feed her like treats.
Oh.
Would that was, just friendly with her and just knew that she was, you know, someone's cat. But
Hmm.
she's like, yeah, she's like I would, explore the neighborhood. She's like, but I always came home because that was like my space. And she's showing me her arched back when it comes to the other cats.
Yeah.
She was just like, wish you weren't here, but
Hmm.
like we have to live in the same space. And again, that makes sense as to why like it was very peaceful for her to just like and when I tell you, when I saw from her point of view, like your face, it was very like filled with so much love and admiration. Like, and I feel you would see that too. Like she would just look up at you and she's just like just absolutely in love with you and appreciative of you.
Oh yeah.
Like she had like that look. You knew that she was content.
Hmm.
She's talking about being like a picky eater sometimes. She's like, there's certain times where I was just like, absolutely not. Like, I don't feel like eating this.
Yeah, with the wet food, I kept having to change it because she would eat it for a little bit and then she'd be like, I'm done, I'm not eating this anymore. And then she would only eat the dry food, so I would have to switch the brand and get her a new one.
That she likes your boyfriend, but not as much as she likes you.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. That.
she's like, he's good. She's like, but like I had more of a connection with my human than him. Like she's like, he was fine. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just that like I just preferred her over him. I feel like I feel like she is very much like female oriented and female power because she's just like I feel like they're just stupid. Um not meaning like your man is stupid, but just like the male species in general. Were the other cats male in your house?
One of them was.
Okay, because she's just like she very much just feels like you're just dumb.
Yeah, probably because the male was like more of a kitten. So my female
Okay,
kind of understood, like, okay, she doesn't want to be around us, we'll let her be. But the male one was like, no, I want to play.
of course.
And she was just over it.
Understood. Understood. Yeah, that explains why she was just like, you're just, no, not having it. Didn't want to have anything to do with that. Okay. Now, did you find her like when she passed? Like, did she just like was not moving? Because I'm just seeing her like laying there, like not very much active, and then I feel like you're just like, what's going on? What happened?
I actually found out through Facebook because I had joined a page, um,
Okay.
like posted missing cats because she was an outside cat. So
Okay.
something did happen. I wanted to be able to find her,
Got
and
it.
that I found out.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, but in the picture, she did like look very peaceful and she was like just laying on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
So we were really confused because we were like, how'd this happen if she's just laying on the sidewalk?
But she did say it was very peaceful, like she just went to sleep. And that
Oh,
was something where like even when she was laying on your chest or whatever, it was like that kind of peaceful where it was just kind of like, okay,
okay.
I'm gonna go lay down and like take a nap and then
Yeah.
so she doesn't want you to worry. You know, like she doesn't want you to worry as far as like if you would have found her earlier, if you know, like or felt like you should have like kept her in the house to keep her safe. Because like there's no way that I would have allowed that to happen. She's like, I was an indoor outdoor cat. Like I would have been crying at the door for you to let me out.
Yes, which is literally what happened because we did try to keep her indoor at one point and she was just so angry. She was not having it.
Yeah, exactly. So she's like, even if you tried to keep me in the house, like it just that definitely like was not happening. I'm hearing the like, meow, like just the absolute like screaming at the door and almost kind of like, hello, like,
Yeah, that's exactly what she would do. And if we didn't open it, she would follow us around the house, like just yelling at us. Like so angry.
he's like, do they not know it's time for me to go out? So yeah, so it's again, I don't think that you have like any real animosity. Like I mean I know that there's like obviously some grief going on with the cat, but I don't feel like it's like overwhelmingly so for you. It's just kind of like, well, maybe if I tried to keep her in the house or if it was this or that, like trying to figure out ways that, you know, it was preventable, but it wasn't. It just is.
Yeah.
There was no way to contain me
Yeah.
because I was that type of cat, and like she understood, you know, and we had that understanding. And now she's showing me that she's sitting up like in a very high place in like your apartment, kind of like looking over. I don't know if it's like a cat tree or a shelf, but I feel like that she would do that when she was alive, but it was like over in a corner or whatnot. And I feel like it's like when she could see everything and like do like surveillance. And that's where I feel like that what she's doing now is doing that little bit of like surveillance for you and like being like, I'm looking out for you. I'm watching the energy, making sure that you're safe.
Mm-hmm.
So she's mentioning treats, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously, I mean, animals love their treats or whatnot, but she was like, and she's showing me like temptations or whatever. I don't know if you have that over in Germany, but we have them here. But like little dried treats that she liked.
Uh-huh. We actually the only temptation treats we have are the catnip ones, and she would
Okay.
go over those.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
her favorite.
Just absolutely hilarious. Like she's really funny, and she knew it. She's like I have a personality, but also have like the, you know, the queen bee diva energy of like, you are my human, but you're
Mm-hmm.
also going to do what I say.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like she's gonna mess with the other kitty, meaning that the kitty like will seem to like freak out for no reason. You know, where you're just like, what is happening, right? And the cat will be like, what?
That
uh,
actually happened today. I was looking at my cat and he was just like, I don't know, he was just like looking around and he was like staring at something really hard. And then he like jumped a little bit. And I was like, what are you looking at? And then I was like, Snowball's probably messing with him. Like, I thought about that in my head. I was like, whatever. So that's kind of funny.
yes. So there you go. That is 100% her messing, because like cats and animals typically have a little bit more have more sensitivity than us as humans. So they'll be around in the space. So that's so funny. Oh my gosh, yeah. So she's continuing on with her pranks and stuff even in the afterlife of messing with your new kitty.